me make sure my background is it's not so messy, right? But oh my God, y'all, I got some good news. Y'all see the title? This is how you can tell if you have a real friend. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I was gonna talk about the Super Bowl halftime show, but I said in the meeting, and we will talk about the meaning of the Super Bowl halftime show a little later on in the video. But I while I was the title and while I was creating the description, I got a phone call, and when I tell you this phone call that I got today, it was so refreshing. It has been the best news that I have heard all year long. Okay, and it's when someone called me and tell me they won, they got some good news. And when I tell y'all, and that is how you can tell. One of the ways you can tell a good friend, a supportive relative, or companion is when you tell them your good news, they are more happy for yourself. That's how you can tell if you have a real friend, because a lot of times what we realize is that my grandparents used to always say to me, and they say, birds of the feather flock together. And my grandparents also used to say that you are who you associate yourself with. So they say if you want to find out who you are as an individual, your personality, you need to take a closer look at yourself. And how you do that is you look at the five closest people in your network. Those five close people that is close to you, how they move. Are they educated? Are they givers? How do they gossip? Um, do they motivate you? If you can look at to the left and to the right, and you can say, you know what, I got five friends right now. I got five friends right now that I can call up. And if I tell them that I just got such and such a deal, or I just won a bid, or I just got a contract, um, and they are so happy that they are falling out of the seats, that is how happy. That is how happy. Oh my God. Oh my God. And that goes to show you he is working, he is there. And I told him, I said, anybody connected to the chosen one, y'all are going to win at all costs, because I am connected to the divine. And I'm telling you something. He gave me the vision, and he said to me, he said, you have faith and work. And back in the day, let's say this. Back in the day, I would say a good 10 years ago, I had about 25 friends, three of them, okay? And when I tell y'all, I was not my best self. I was what they would say, toe up. And I'm going to say it. I'm going to say I was. Even though I worked, I took care of my kids, took care of my home. But what I'm saying is my heart chakra was toe up, because I had unhealthy relationships around me. And that's how you can tell whether you are in a healthy, because if you don't feel healthy, like today, when I tell y'all, I feel amazing. And now I don't have 25 friends. I may have two. I have two. So that's the difference. But when I was in self-doubt, insecurities, negative relationships, domestic violence. Okay, I literally had an army of friends, and that goes to show you, were they really friends, or were we trauma bonding? Were we trauma bonding? Because what I noticed about my friends back in the day, when I wasn't as healthy as I am now today, standing 10 toes down, I we would always call each other and we would talk about our trauma. Oh girl, he did this. Oh girl. I mean, we have so much in common. Bestie. Oh, that's my bestie chosen. She gonna keep it real. Y'all, how you can tell if you have a real friend or someone that's bonded by you through trauma is this: start to change. Start to change your circumstances. Start to create boundaries in your life that say, not, you don't just call me when we're going through. You call me when we want to celebrate each other. We don't want to just call each other when something ain't going on right in our relationships. We want to call each other when we got a promotion. We want to reach out to each other when we got some valuable, good information, which I'm going to share in my next video. Okay. My next video, I'm going to share, I'm going to give you guys some grant opportunities for entrepreneurs. And, I'm going to talk more about business. But this video, as like I said, I was going to talk about Kendrick Lamar in the meeting behind the Super Bowl show. But once I got that great news this morning, that news was confirmation that you connected to us, you connected to the chosen. Y'all are in for a treat. Y'all are in for a treat because we gonna bring it. We gonna bring it. Y'all gonna get information that is no longer available on Facebook. No, I'm gonna keep this information for the people that want it. And believe me, if y'all subscribe to this channel, I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it. I know I'm just getting started. Don't believe me. I've been in the YouTube studio, okay? And I've been learning how to create better content. And yes, I have my camera coming. I have my microphone coming, okay? And I'm going to be ready to go. But I was down. I had a little, I'm not going to get into what I had, but I wasn't feeling too good, okay, for the last few days. And that's what, it's okay. I needed some rest, y'all, okay? And that is why I say, if I'm going to do it, sometimes I might come in and I may not be my best, okay? We're not always our best. Doesn't mean we just wrap up and say, forget about it. No, but I really wanted to be more present, you know what I mean? So that I can to share the message. And I would hope that when you have good news, that you have people in your life that really, really want you to win. They want to see you prosper. They want you to have it before they even have it. That is when you know you have a real friend. Yes. That friend that prays for you, not pray on you. Okay. So I want, and sometimes you gotta look at yourself and you have to say, are you a real friend? Because I would always say I've always been a real friend. That's why when I started to create boundaries and when I changed certain things in my life, my personal life, and I no longer was sleeping with the enemy. I then required more respect. then I started to love myself because I was no longer in relationships that were demeaning or full of whatever disaster. Let's say like that. Past. So because I had to look deep down in myself and say, you know what? Enough is enough. And a lot of times we get comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Meaning, no, I never forget, I used to say, oh, I'm getting older. Nobody's ever going to want me no more. Oh, I had a bad accident. I broke everything from the waist down. I walk a little different. Gained a little weight. No one's ever going to think me. So I stayed in that marriage, my ex, for years. Uncomfortable. Stayed with those friends for years because that was what I was used to. It wasn't until I said, no, I want more. I deserve to be treated like a queen. I don't need to be Beyonce. I don't need to be, no, I am chosen. And I'm not running after what I already have. Things that I wanted from man and friends, I gave to myself. And what that meant was cutting a few people off. That meant being alone to figure that thing out. That meant not being calling the phone with my ex bestie, telling her all of my woes. And then she gets off the phone and she calls her bestie and she tells her bestie all my business. I know it was done because that's what they did to. I'm this. These lies are never to expose my people that I'm no longer. But y'all know what I'm saying. Your bestie got a bestie. It's my mama, by the way. My bad. If I don't talk to, if I'm talking about you, I'm calling my mama, and I'm calling on God. I'm gonna call on God and say, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm not gonna just talk sugar honey and don't pray. I'm not like that. I'm gonna be like, God, please, Jehovah, please help this person. Please, and help them quick. Because they need you. You know, there's a difference. But that is how, my people, that is how you can determine how you feel when you walk in the room. Do you feel like they are a little, because and another thing too, they will, if you start to outgrow your circle, they will become envious of you. They will find, and they will want to bring up the time when you were not as whole or you were not as confident, because that's what they like. They like when you was off. You know what I mean? Baby, when I went to go clean it up myself, they used to tell me, shout out to Mike Epps. I felt that brother. They used to say, we don't like, okay, wait a minute. For one, I bossed up, okay? In my own right. And when I got better, the people that I was with didn't like it. They didn't like it. They were like, Chosen, she all that. Chosen sitting up there on her high horse. So a lot of times because I was learning more, I was researching more, I was fact checking that thing. I wasn't just going off of what they named them, what bombing. No, I wanted to see it. If you told me something, I was going to do my research. Okay. And with that being said, I just said, you know, I'm gonna. This is how I'm moving. I knew that I could set forth and get certain things, and the people didn't like that. They would say, "Well, you know what, Chosen, we like you when you're drunk." Well, why? Why? And then when I cleaned myself up, because I was no longer feeling that the threat of being a winner, feeling survival's remorse of, oh, I got out of that thing. I've overcome those obstacles. And it wasn't that I thought I was, it was that I was doing better than I was. And certain people didn't grow when I grew. Not to say they would never grow, but they didn't do it then. So then they thought that I was going off, or I thought that I was better than them. So that I did not. And then when I would drink and when I would get drunk, that's when they would laugh at me. And they would point their fingers and say, that's the one. That's what we like. That right there. We don't like this woman of God. We don't like this woman that prays and says, I rebuke every evil tongue, every enemy against. We don't like this woman that gives herself. We don't like this woman that seeks validation from God and not man. We don't like this. Didn't she used to smoke weed? She probably had a blunt this morning. Okay? They want to bring up your past. They want to bring up all things that made them comfortable with you being their friend. But that's why I started the video, because I wanted to know, how can you tell? Let me tell you, I'll give you a few things and we're going to end. Your friend is good, bad, happy, sad, and there's something that you're getting out of it. And that is comfort. But comfort. Okay. You ever call somebody on the phone and you done told them all your business? You done told them all your business. And next thing you know, you get off the phone and you're like, why the hell did I tell this person all my business? You finna tell Trina and know how dumb you was. They ain't tell you. No. Your real friend, by the time you get off the phone with that friend, you friend, I am so, girl, you got me together, girl. Girl, you are so positive. Those are the people you call when you in something, good or bad. Not though that's how I knew. Then I start to know when I start to grow. I start to know I can't tell her that this man really likes me. I can't tell her that this brother kept his word. I can't tell her that this man respects me. Because she too used to be telling her, this ain't. Being around certain people will make you lack in your own belief, because they don't believe in it. They will make you double back that thing. But hold on, wait, am I really the chosen one? Well, God told you. God told you. So as I started the beginning of this video, I said, a lot of times I was too comfortable being uncomfortable. I had to get really uncomfortable. And one thing about prayer, if you are asking for something, you will receive it. He's been by faith. If he says, this is not even a mustard seed. This is not even a mustard seed. The mustard seed is smaller than this. He say, all you got to do is have faith of a mustard seed, baby, and I'm going to bring you all the way through that. Chosen one. I'm going to bring you all the way through that thing, girl. I'm going to bring you up out of that marriage that ain't. You talking about nobody going to love you. Nobody going to like you. Baby, I love you. I like you. You better get the hell up out of that nonsense. That's what you better do. So, like I said, do you have a real friend? Do you have real people in your corner? Or do you have gaslighters and leeches? Because when I got better about my people said, but I can't deal with her. I don't. But for years, they were my good friends. For years. Didn't have to talk to them every day. But they loved it. Oh, Chosen gonna keep it real. Chosen little ratchet. Yeah, I can get hood. Yeah, I can. And I was always strong. I'm the warrior, the wounded warrior, the healed one. Okay. I ain't no victim. I'm the victor. And so I said, it wasn't that I thought I was all that. I knew I was better. I was demanding better. And so a few people fell off. But I'm gonna tell you something. When you are chosen by God, who don't choose you? You don't have to say, pick me, choose me. God already done did that thing. And when he says that you are going to be here, you are going to be the head and not the tail, he will prepare a table in front of your enemies. What you going to do? Eat. We going to eat. Law of attraction. Make sure y'all do it. This is my chosen one list. But guess what? Let me tell you, I'm not going to talk about that list right now. That's going to be for another video. But like I said, y'all, I love my views. I know that this channel is going to grow. We're going to have some fun. We're going to learn together. We're going to cry together. We're going to talk that thing, okay? But the most thing we're going to do on this channel is we're going to keep it real, okay? And anytime that y'all want y'all going to be able to check Chosen too. Yes. Y'all see Chosen going another way? Y'all see Chosen going another way? Y'all make sure y'all check me, okay? Only y'all though. Only my people on the Chosen Coaching New York family. Y'all can check me, okay? But now, so without further ado, y'all subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video. Next one is going to be about Kendrick Lamar and the meeting in the halftime show. I didn't see not a light. All I see was I loved it. But like I said, y'all, I am so happy. I got the best news today. And I just want to thank God. I want to thank Jehovah for blessing that individual with that good news. And like I said before, anybody that is connected to Chosen, I'm telling you, this is a force to be reckoned with. Everybody that I'm connected to, they're helping me grow. I always give shout out to my coach. I'm going to be in a session with her very soon. Like I said, visuals, get in the room with some people that are not afraid to let you know, hey friend, not laugh behind your back and then want to act like they all for you when you get there. No, you need to have some people that really want you to be there. And believe people when they show you. Because that used to be my problem. I was so, in my mind, I used to say, well, I would never do that to so-and-so. Or I would never, no. Let me tell you something. Believe people when they tell you. Believe your first instinct. Trust your first instinct. Trust your first instinct, because 9 times out of 10, if your instinct says that ain't right, like I knew for sure a week ago, I said, I haven't heard from this person in years. My first instinct said, this is a gaslight. And it was. We're not going to go into who it was, but we're going to have a whole video on how to watch out for them gaslighters, okay? So, y'all, I have fun talking to y'all today. Again, like I said, I'm so happy. I'm about to call my mama, and we're going to talk about that thing. But y'all have a good day. And subscribe, like the video. Your girl Chosen. We out!